Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As I promised in the previous video, I'm going to talk about how we're surviving financially after we got the diagnosis. Alright, so thankfully we're both still working. Hano is in IT, and so he works from home and he loves what he does, and he doesn't call it his job. He says it's his hobby, and so he gets to do what he loves, and that's great. He can do that from anywhere in the world at any time. And for myself, since last June I got a job in a rehabilitation center very close to home, and I'm working in service. Absolutely love serving the patients. Absolutely love that job. I like doing it, you know, and it keeps me going. It keeps my mind, you know, elsewhere and not too much on our situation at home. Besides that, the bills, the hospital bills are huge here, and would we be able to afford it? I don't think so. To live in Switzerland, to reside in Switzerland, you have to have a health insurance. Our health insurance has been a lifesaver because of the amount of times we've been to the hospital, to the doctor, doing tests, just the ambulance coming, doing all of that. The insurance has been a lifesaver. Just briefly, in Switzerland there are 3 tiers. You have the general insurance, the half general and half private, and the private insurance. And so you can look into that, what you would like. If you are moving to Switzerland, what would be better for your situation. The private is more expensive, and the general, it's general insurance. You get the general services. Right, so that's about the insurance. The insurance covers all the, or most of the hospital's rehabilitation costs and so on and so forth. So I was doing some research today, and I found out a few things that I want to share with you guys. First of all, there's something called AHV here, which is AHV, which is like your pension when you get older, right? And in the case that you have to care for a loved one and you have to reduce your workload or stop working, for example, in my case, in end of March, I will stop working because Hano requires more care. And it's not only that, it's just with the baby and everything, it's all together a lot for me. So in that situation, you can apply for something called AHV credits. I haven't done it yet. I was doing some research today and I found that out, so I'm going to look into that as soon as possible. And that is basically your pension. I guess they give you some credits towards your pension, so that for however long you are out of a job or out of work, they will compensate you somehow. You can check your local compensation office for that, or your Gemeinde or your local office, and they will tell you more about that. Your individual income is very important to the quality of care that you will get. So if you are not earning enough, or if you're not earning at all, let's say I wasn't working, Hannah wasn't working, then there is something that he could apply for that is called a supplementary benefit. I don't really know what that is, but I guess the government or the state would come in and pay whatever necessary bills that needs to be paid, and I guess that would be it. So maybe they would come in and see your expenses, the very core expenses, maybe your bills, your rent, your electricity, water, so on, food and whatever, and they would supplement those. That's what I think that is. And that's if you don't have an income or you don't have assets. So if you have properties or a property, then you would have to sell it, and when you have depleted that, then the supplementary benefit would kick in. Another way you can receive support from the state is something called helplessness. What? Helplessness allowance. And in German, what's that in German, Hanu? Helplessness allowance.
Hilflosenentschädigung.
It doesn't depend on how much you earn or you earned. It depends on how much help you need. So if the person that you're caring for needs a lot of help, then they will decide, or not so much help, they will decide how much money you get. And this is paid by the HaHaFo. Your HaHaFo is like your pension plan, right? Mm-hmm. So the state pension plan, this is paid by it. So in our case that he has ALS, we know that it's a debilitating disease and he needs help, you know. So his doctor would have to explain the situation in writing, and then it is submitted to the state pension plan, and they work it out. I think each canton has their own way of doing this, but it's something that we get extra funds from. Okay, so another very important thing that I found today, and we didn't think of it before, is to create a care contract. And the document explained it very nicely. I will leave it in the description box. I will leave the link to the Swiss Red Cross site that explains this very nicely, and why it is important for families to create a care contract. It's that the family members are compensated for the loss of income if they have to give up their jobs or if they have to reduce workload, and the person who is being cared for don't feel so guilty that they have don't feel guilty about the fact that someone has to care for them and not earn something. So the care contract, you can get one for free. We have just printed ours. You can get that from Prosenetute. I'll leave the link in the description, and just take a look at it. We haven't done it yet, but we're gonna take a look at it and see what it is all about. And yeah, so that's a good point and tip to consider. Another important organization that would be very useful for caregivers is I have two. I have PHS. I don't know what the abbreviation means, and there is ASFAM. And what they do, they're a care organization, and if you are caring for someone at home, then you can contact this organization, and they will come into your home. They will analyze the situation, see how much care you give, and they will train you and also pay you to care for your loved one. They will come and spend some hours with you, so they see how. I have contacted ASFAM, and since last year's December, but I just have not been available for them to come home by us, so I'm not getting compensation from them. And the insurance covers this. Your insurance, it depends on the insurance that you have, they will cover this compensation. Yeah, but hopefully she will come to us soon, and that will be sorted, because as I said, I will be giving up my job as of end of March, so that I can spend more time with him and be at home and do more for him. Yes, I think that's it for now. So if you are in Switzerland, there are ways to go about still earning your credits for your pension because that's important, and we oftentimes don't think about this, you know. We get so shocked with the illness and we go into this like being there for our loved one, and then we forget ourselves, you know, as carers. And it's a very sensitive topic, it's very sensitive discussion to have with your family, but I think it's very important. Like, how do you as the carer, how does things work out for you? How can you make plans while still caring for your loved ones? And the last time I was in the hospital with Hannah, this was very it was a very important discussion that I had with the social worker, I can say. You know, she asked me, how are you feeling, how are you doing, because you are as important in this whole situation as a doctor or a you know, or a medical. Yeah, mentally, emotionally, they want to know that caregivers are also doing well. It's really very thorough and very thought out plan they have here in Switzerland. It's incredible. Let me tell you something. The system here, it can drive you crazy because you have to be on your P's and Q's, but it's worth it. In times like these, when you think about, you know, sicknesses, and, you know, they have a very clear plan on how to go forward. It's just you as an individual, you need to set yourself up for those things, right? Yeah, and I think that's it for this video. I'm job hunting, so I'm looking for remote jobs, remote possibilities that I can work from home, and yes, so I can have an income, like a stable income. Okay, that's it from me today, and in the next video I want to talk about something that it's a story. I'm just gonna give you a story of how I was prepared to do this, what I'm doing now, without even knowing. So if you want to hear that, please subscribe and click the bell, and we will be chit-chatting about that. Thank you so much for the comments and the encouraging words in the previous video. I really appreciated it. Hannah also appreciates it. And yeah, we're staying strong, and we'll keep you on the journey with us. Alright, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. I hope this video was informative, and I will leave all the links in the description box. So if you know somebody who might need this information, please share it. It is important. Okay, and I'll keep you updated with everything, with the care contract, with the AHAFO credits. I'll tell you what's happening. Yeah, if you are interested in knowing, so you let me know if you're interested in knowing. Okay, take care. Bye bye.